close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing good. Welcome to Science e-learning class. Children, are you ready? Okay. In the previous class, you have learned the structure of a seed, germination and stages of germination. Okay. Children, what is germination? Yes, the process by which a seed produces a new plant is called germination. The process by which a seed produces a new plant is called germination. What do seeds need to germinate? Yes, seeds need air, water, soil and warmth to germinate into seedlings. What is a seed coat? The outer covering of a seed is called its seed coat. What is its function? It protects the baby plant inside the seed. Today we are going to learn about dispersal of seeds. Children, can the plants move from one place to another place? No, plants can't move from where they grow. They are rooted to the soil. Still, we see one kind of plants in many different places. This is because seeds of these plants get scattered or carried over long distances through various agents. You all know a single plant produces a large number of seeds. What will happen if you sow many seeds too close to one another? Yes, after they germinate, they will compete for air, water, light, nutrients and space to grow. As a result, many of them would die. Seeds need air, water and warmth to germinate into seedlings. If a seed does not receive any one of these, it will not germinate, is it? Yes. If all the seeds fall near the mother plant, they may not get enough space, sunlight, water and nutrients from the soil to grow. When the seedlings are grouped together in one place, they can easily be destroyed by grazing animals. To avoid overcrowding and the fight for air, water and warmth, nature has provided us some agents that helps to scatter the seeds to distant places. Various natural agents like wind, water, animals, birds and explosion help in the dispersal of seeds. The process by which seeds are scattered away from the parent plant is called dispersal. What is seed dispersal? The process by which seeds are scattered away from the parent plant is called dispersal. Dispersal helps the seeds to reach a place where they get enough air, water and warmth needed for their germination and growth. It also prevents the overcrowding of seeds near the parent plant. To ensure that the seeds do not grow too close to one another, many plants naturally scatter their seeds by different means. How do seeds disperse? Yes, seeds are dispersed by wind, water, animals, birds and explosion. First, dispersal by wind. Many seeds are carried away by the wind. Seeds of certain plants are very light and have wing-like structures or hairs on them. These seeds are easily carried away by the wind from one place to another place. For example, seeds of madder, cotton and dandelion are very light in weight and also they have hairs. This helps them to move away to far off places with the wind. Then the seeds of maple and drumsticks are very light and winged. The wings help these seeds to fly to far off places. Next, dispersal by water. Children, can you tell some plants that grow near or in water? Yes, coconut, water lily, lotus, etc. Seeds of plants that grow in or near water bodies are carried by water to different places. Seeds of lotus and coconuts are spongy or have a fibrous covering which help them to float on water. Water carries the seeds from one place to another place. Next, dispersal by animals. Animals help in dispersing seeds. Seeds of some plants like cocklebur and burdock have spines or hooves. They have spines or hooves. These seeds stick to the bodies of animals or birds. In this way, they reach to far off places. Children, see this seed? See, it has many spines. See that? See? The spines help the seed to stick on the furry coats or skin of animals. Skin of animals, and also it stick on the feathers of birds. Then it stick on the cloth of human beings. See? See? See, like this. It stick on the clothes. And they are carried from one place to another place. Okay? Birds and animals eat fruits of various plants. Undigested seeds of these fruits pass through their digestive systems and come out with the excreta. For example, seeds of guava and berries are scattered in this manner. Children, in what ways do human beings disperse seeds? Yes, human beings eat the fleshy parts of the fruits and carelessly throw their seeds here and there. These seeds develop into new plants when they get favorable conditions for their growth. Next, dispersal by explosion. The fruits of some plants such as peas, lady's finger and balsam burst open when they are ripe and dry. Their seeds are thus thrown away with a great force. This method of seed dispersal is called explosion. Children, these seeds dispersed by explosion. See, this is a balsam seed. Balsam seed, see. The seeds burst open when dry. See, burst open when dry, and see, like this, burst open when dry, and the seeds thrown away with a great force. Thrown away, see, the seeds are inside. Thrown away with great force. So when it dry, it burst open. See, burst open, and the seeds thrown away with a great force. It's not meant. See, this is another example. This also like this. When it dry, see, it burst open, and the seeds thrown away to different places. These are the examples for dispersal by explosion. See. Next, new plants from roots, stems and leaves. All kinds of plants do not grow from seeds. In some plants, new plants grow from their roots, stems and leaves. First, growing plants from roots. Now, food is stored in the roots of carrot, radish, turnip, etc. New plants can grow from these roots. Children, watch this activity. It shows how a new plant grows from carrot. See, for that first you take a carrot and remove all the leaves from the top portion and cut the top portion of the carrot. See, like this you cut the top portion of the carrot and keep the top portion in the bowl, and you keep the top portion upward. See, like this, keep like this, and pour some water into the bowl. See, like this you have to pour some water, and half of the carrot is dipped in water. See, then you want to keep the container in the sunny place, sunlight, keep it in the sunlight. Then you observe that after some days, new leaves sprout from the carrot top. Okay, children? Okay, you all do this activity. Okay? Next, growing plants from stems. We eat stems of certain plants such as potato and ginger. New plants can grow from these stems. A potato has buds. They are called eyes. Any piece of a potato with an eye can grow into a new plant. Now, bud means a small swelling from which a new shoot, leaf, flower or a new plant can grow. Children, we eat the stems of some certain plants, is it? Yes. For example, potato, ginger. See, this is ginger. This ginger will grow a leaf shoot when planted in soil. See. This is, see, potato. Potato has buds. See, many buds. See this buds, many buds. See, this is These buds are called eyes. These buds are called eyes. Any piece of a potato with an eye means this bud, can grow into a new plant. In some cases, new plants can also be grown from the stem cuttings of the parent plant. Example, rose, hibiscus, sugarcane. Children, plants like rose, hibiscus and sugarcane can be grown from stem cuttings. See, the plant from which the stem is cut is called a mother plant. See, this is a stem cutting. Stem cutting. So, after cutting the stem from the mother plant, we have to plant this cutting in the soil. After a few days, the stem cutting grows into a new plant if we watered regularly. Okay? Next, growing plants from leaves. Plants like bryophyllum reproduce through the leaf buds on the parent plant. Bryophyllum leaves are thick and fleshy, and they have buds along their edges. When the leaf falls down, the tiny plants start growing from these buds. Children, copy the notes in your science booklet neatly. Question number 3. Mention the different ways in which seeds get dispersed. Dispersal by wind, by water, by animals and by explosion. Once more, mention the different ways in which seeds get dispersed. Dispersal by wind, by water, by animals and by explosion. Number 4. How can we grow new plants from stem cuttings? In the case, the stem is cut at an appropriate place. The cut portion of the stem is planted in soil. The stem cutting grows into a new plant if watered regularly. Repeat it. How can we grow new plants from stem cuttings? In the case, the stem is cut at an appropriate place. The cut portion of the stem is planted in soil. The stem cutting grows into a new plant if watered regularly. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.